Are you interested in ancient history? Are you fascinated by Helen of Troy? If so, you'll love this new book, Helen of Troy Collection, Between Myth and History. The book is available now on Kindle for only 99 cents. Get a promo code to get the audiobook version for free. Simply email Bishop and Hudson at the link in the description below the video. Now enjoy this free sample. For further information, please see the links in the description below the video. Introduction. She's been called the most beautiful face in the history of the world, the face that launched 1,000 ships. A classic tale of boy meets girl, a messy love affair, and the ensuing conflict. Helen's story is an important, if not an irresistible one. Indeed, Helen of Troy has been the inspiration for writers for centuries. According to the myth, she was the cause of the Trojan War that would rage on for 10 long years, a war that brought death and suffering to thousands. Because of the universal appeal of the story of Helen of Troy, differing versions of the tale can be found throughout history. From the ancient poet Homer to the dramatist Euripides, from classical academic scholars to Stephen Fry to Hollywood, Helen seems to continue to intrigue us all. Legend has it that her beauty was the result of her divine lineage. In many accounts of the ancient myth, Helen was the daughter of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leda, a mere mortal who was the queen of Sparta. As the tale goes, Zeus took on the form of a swan and appeared to Leda to seduce her. As a result of this liaison, the couple conceived Helen, but rather than giving birth the conventional way, Leda laid some eggs which hatched, bringing life to Helen and, according to some accounts of the story, possibly to some of her siblings as well. Yet, in other versions of the myth, Helen is the daughter of Zeus and a goddess named Nemesis. So, ever since mythological times, the accounts of Helen of Troy have varied, even since her birth. Helen was widely considered the most beautiful of all mortal women. In Works and Days, Hesiod portrays her as the fair-haired Helen. Homer also seemed to focus on her beautiful tresses, describing her in the Odyssey as Helen of the lovely hair, and in the Iliad as Helen, queen among women. With such beauty, it's no surprise that Helen was pursued by many suitors. The 5 stories in this collection describe the pursuits of these suitors and the consequences that followed their actions. The first story in this collection parallels the more traditional accounts of Helen of Troy. The second piece in the book describes Helen as the model for all of the sirens of the centuries, but casts doubt on certain aspects of the traditional version of events. The third story is an alternative account of Helen's tale, and features an ending which is radically different from traditional accounts of Helen's life. The final 2 works in the collection are brief poems about Helen of Troy. The first of these describes her flight to Troy with Paris, which is told as a historical account, while the second is a fictional lament, spoken from the perspective of Helen herself. This video is sponsored by Exam Sam on behalf of Bishop and Hudson. Helen of Troy Collection, Between Myth and History, is published by Bishop and Hudson. Please visit Bishop and Hudson on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for more discounts and offers.